Hey guys, welcome back to Delight's Galore. Today I'm gonna be doing a sketch of the boy who lived, which is Harry Potter, and this is gonna be a drawing of the Golden Trio, which is of course Harry, Hermione, and Ron. So let's get started. So guys, I'm gonna start drawing. Here I'm using a 2.5 HB pencil and it's Faber-Castell, and I also have an eraser here. Not only that, I'll be using this image for a reference for the drawing. I'll be starting from the side. I'll be making some changes as I go because you can't get the original picture properly just at first sight. Here guys, I've zoomed Harry's picture so I can see the properties of his face and features more clearly and get in a bit more detail. I'll be finishing each person. Then only will I be moving on to the next one after just clearing all the details. At the end, I'll be coloring. So guys, next is Hermione, and I've zoomed her image here. You guys can do that too because it's really handy. Now let's start drawing her. Just keep in mind that her height is considerably less than Harry, so you've got to take care of that. God, her nose is slightly irritating to draw. Guys, when you draw your Hermione, make sure that at the end when you look at her you see a determined look on her face, because then no matter what flaw is there, like whatever flaw is there in her face that you draw, it won't stand out much at all if her face looks determined, because that's what highlights her face the most. Okay, Hermione is done, and next is Ron Weasley. He's about the second youngest in the Weasleys. So guys, here I've zoomed his picture. Here is a bit of Hermione, but I think I'll be able to make it right. Ron's got slightly big ears, so we got to pay attention to that as well. It's not just the size, just like the same size of the other two, because the other two, they have their ears slightly covered with the hair. So if you're gonna draw the same picture and use the same reference that I'm using, then you'll have to pay attention to the ear here. Not only that, pay attention to the textures in it and how to shade them. picture there was a clear skinned Ron. Actually, in the book, it's described as Ron is fully covered in freckles. So I just didn't want to miss that for some reason. I really wanted to stick to how it was described in the book. So I just gave him a few freckles above his nose bridge and under his eyes in here. Though I didn't cover the whole face, though like it might look really weird, so I decided to just go in this area. You can totally omit it if you want and just follow the picture. So guys, I finished the outline. It looks good so far. The only thing is that here there's a bit of a space that wasn't there in the picture. I think it was a mistake that I did. Hermione was supposed to be a bit more closer to Harry, or you can say that Harry was supposed to be more closer to them both, but it was a mistake from my part, so I'm not gonna erase the whole thing. Of course, I can't do that. I'll be trying out something else. So guys, to fix up my little accident, what I did was I went to the internet and searched for some Harry Potter logos, and this was what I got. I got an H and a P, which stood for Harry Potter, of course, and then there was a small golden snitch here, so I decided to draw it here, and I think it looks good with the picture. It suits it nicely, and it doesn't make this gap much noticeable, so I think it's a go. Now let's continue. I changed my mind from coloring to shading because when I saw that Hermione's face looks a lot better when I used this normal pencil and gave it a few dark shades and some light, it looked a lot nice. And so it's the same with Ron, but I didn't do that on Harry's because I was thinking that I'd go for coloring it, but since I changed my mind, I'm gonna go dig in and start with the shading. I don't recommend you guys to sharpen your pencil unless you're going to start the strands of hair, because when you do your skin, when you do the skin of the person, it's important to keep it smooth, and most of the time if you sharpen it, it only just ruins that smoothness or that texture on the skin. So you just don't want scratches on them. You can always check at the picture that you're using as a reference, because it's a lot easier when you look at that. You can always use your fingers to just smoothen out the texture. I don't mean that you have to smudge the whole thing. Don't do that, please. It will not. The hair is slightly tricky, that's why I'm going to do it at the end. I actually don't pay much attention to the clothes because I'm not into shading each fold and line at the cloth. It feels a bit boring, but guys, you don't have to do that. Please just go ahead and fill it up with more realism. Always remember that when you're shading an object, first always apply a light coat of shade on that object, okay? And then you can adjust stuff on it. I always prefer applying a really light coat, but here I'm just applying a dark one. As I said earlier, I'm not much into shading clothing. That first layer will provide us a base for the other layers to come, and not only that, it will give it more recognition, and you'll be able to identify it from other parts of an object. For example, you'll be able to make out the hoodie of the robes from the arm area. I actually don't know what to call. You can even use your eraser to give it a bit more depth and that lightness wherever required. As you can see, the thing that I'm doing here appears to be a bit messy right now, and not only that, it's starting to enter the edge. Just if you're doing this thing just like I am, just don't worry about anything if it gets messy. Just keep on doing. Finish the thing that you're doing right now. Do the thing that you do right now with perfection, and not that I mean you to do it perfectly, but then just try your best, and then at the end you can start making it more neat by erasing off the parts that you don't want. I'd recommend that you guys use dark shades in area where you want to keep folds, and also light shades to make it more realistic. Not only can it appear like it's there, my fingers are getting all messy, but that's the fun of art. Again, I'm applying here a base because this part I feel I should give a bit more importance. I had no idea why I feel that way though, but mostly when I do something like this on a feeling, it comes out right. I'm going to be shading the vest inside really light actually, because I want it to stand out from the ropes. I think this looks pretty great. I'm just going in and giving a bit more detail to the face. Okay, now the things that need the most details would be the glasses, the eyebrows, and of course the hair. I haven't touched that part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sharpen my pencil now, really sharp, so that I get a really good point which will be able to highlight the important features. There I have quite a sharp pencil. Now let's start. So guys, I finished drawing Harry, and next I've got to finish Hermione and Ron. I'm gonna be using just the same method for both of them. The similar method itself, there is nothing different. So guys, I finished drawing Harry, and next I've got to finish Hermione and Ron. I'm gonna be using just the same method for both of them. The similar method itself, there is nothing different. The only thing that's going to be different is the fact that here on Hermione's hair, since it's not as curly as just with straight lines, you just give shades. Then after that, according to the texture of the hair, you can start giving curly lines like so, and then just keep on doing the same method. But I'd also like to ask you guys to not repeat the same size. It shouldn't be the same pattern everywhere. It should be different, and at the end you can use your eraser to make some light falling effect on it, and so you'll be done. You'll be good to go. And so I'll come back, do the others, and be showing you guys the result. So guys, I've finished my drawing. You might be wondering where the hell did the picture go? Well, it's in the next page, so I'm gonna reveal it. I think it's pretty awesome. And 1, 2, 3. Ta-dang! It looks great according to me. Now there's just one more thing to do, and that is sign my signature, of course. So mine is a pretty big one. I like it a lot. So yes, there you go. And I'm gonna write here what the heck, for some reason I felt like writing that. Okay, and just today's date for reference, and voila, this is just amazing. I love this. Guys, to be honest, this looks quite similar to the picture, considering the fact that I'm not good at sketching people from real images. So I think I did a good job here with drawing Harry, Hermione and Ron. So I hope you guys try this out at home too. This is not at all hard, guys. Like I said before, this is not hard. It's something that everyone can do if they just put their mind into it. And yeah, do try it out at home. So guys, this is my drawing in full view. I hope you like it. Don't forget to share your comments down below to let me know what you think of my drawing, and don't forget to like and share. Please do click the subscribe button and enable the bell icon so that you'll get notifications whenever I post more videos. Till then, bye.